ABC News has learned that former President Trump received a letter from the special counsel's office in recent weeks informing him that he is, in fact, the target of an ongoing investigation relating to his handling of classified information. Sources familiar with the matter have confirmed to ABC News. We want to bring in now ABC's Chief Justice Correspondent Pierre Thomas with more. Pierre, what do you know more about this moment and the significance of this letter?
Well, the most important thing to glean from a target letter being sent to the former president is the following. The letter's intent is to put the subject on notice that they're likely facing possible indictment. That is the point of it. It gives the subject time to volunteer to appear before the grand jury, to somehow influence the investigation. But make no mistake, the point of it is to put that person on notice that they are likely facing indictment.
So, Pierre, we also learned today that the Justice Department special counsel has questioned a new witness before a grand jury, this one in Miami. So who was questioned, and what do we know about what kind of information prosecutors are pursuing here?
Well, his name is Taylor Budwich, and he appeared before the grand jury today, and we believe he was there to discuss what he knew about how Trump handled the classified documents and what he did in response to the government's efforts to get them back. Now, he was a reluctant witness. He called the investigation bogus and deeply troubling, an effort to get Trump. But he was there for some time today. He left, and he's now following. We also learned Mark Meadows, the former White House chief of staff, who was also recently interviewed by the grand jury. So this is all pointing to the sign that the special counsel investigation, at least in terms of the classified documents, is wrapping up, and the special counsel is trying to talk to everyone close to Trump.
For more on this, we want to bring in ABC News contributor and former FBI agent Asha Rangappa, now an assistant dean at Yale's Jackson School of Global Affairs. Asha, thanks for taking the time. I know this is breaking news at this hour. Explain what this means for the state of the investigation and what could actually happen next in the special counsel's probe.
Well, Phil, this means that they are basically at the end of the investigation, at least the one that is the subject of the target letter. A target letter is issued when the Department of Justice wants to communicate to a person's lawyers that they are about to be prosecuted criminally, that they believe that a crime has been committed, and charges are imminent. We know that Trump's attorneys met with Jack Smith, the special counsel's team, on Monday. And typically after a target letter is issued, the Department of Justice will give an opportunity for the lawyers, the defendant's lawyers, to come in and maybe make a case on why their client shouldn't be charged. That suggests that that's what that meeting was about. But it tells me that an indictment is imminent, at least in the case that they wrote the letter about.
Yeah, and this is one of several investigations into the former president, as you know. How significant is this probe into his handling of classified documents, and what sort of legal jeopardy does the former president face here?
Yes, if charges do issue, I am looking for two main things. The first is charges relating to his retention of classified information. There are a number of statutes that could be implicated in this, but I think the one that is most likely is one under the Espionage Act for willful retention of national defense information. We know that Trump was issued a subpoena and he did not comply fully with the subpoena, and that more documents were found subsequently after a search warrant was executed. So that would be the statute that I think would fit that. Also, obstruction of justice. And this is really the big, kind of nail in the coffin because of sort of the constant efforts to conceal or resist turning over these documents. And this would also distinguish, I think, Trump's case from the inadvertent retention of classified documents by the former vice president, for example, or even the ongoing investigation right now with President Biden and classified documents that have been found in his possession as well.
Asha, we've seen dozens of former Trump aides now, as well as Secret Service agents who've testified before the grand jury. What does that tell us about the information they've been gathering about the former president's handling of those classified documents?
Yeah, so this is a really unusual case in that you typically don't have a defendant where you have multiple people following them around all day. So the fact that the special counsel has been able to get Secret Service members to come in, testify to what they've seen, what they did on the president's behalf, on former President Trump's behalf, is really a wealth of information that they normally wouldn't get. Remember that Secret Service agents also are sworn law enforcement officers, and they are trained to be observant. They are trained to actually testify in court. So they're also credible witnesses who will have a lot of information to give and also to flesh out all of the details in the government's case. This won't be, I think, if charges come based on thin evidence. They're going to have a number of witnesses, documents, and other hard evidence as well.
ABC News contributor and former FBI agent Asha Rangappa. Asha, thank you so much.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.